This is a quick look of the 1979 Airstream motorhome. It's a Airstream Excella. I'll insert some other video here where the owner started it up and moved it forward a few feet. He did say that they have used it over the past several years to do some camping and things, so they have used it. He stated that he is selling it because he has another one that he intended to buy before this one, and he bought this one, and then the other one became available. I think the one he has, I haven't seen it, but I think he said it's a little bit longer and the configuration's a little bit different. Oh yeah, the bed. It has one big bed in the back instead of, I guess this has more like two singles or something, but we'll take a look at that in just a minute. Just going around the outside, I'm looking for anything that's obvious. Obviously, you can probably see the cracking on this decal. That's the same all the way around. It's probably the original decal. These are actually like drain ports for a window if water gets in there or whatever. This is a sliding window, but you can see it's not quite shut all the way. I'll look at that, try to look at that again on the inside, and up to the top. So this isn't shut all the way, and this little gasket's coming out. But some of this gasket's a little dry rotted. I'm sure you could probably replace that. Rear view mirrors are not automatic. Looks like there was a reflector here that's no longer on there, but owner said the tires are all about 2 years old. Here's the DOT code. Can't quite make it out, but yeah, it's the 19th week of 2020. So these tires are from 2020. That's good. A little bit of rust in places like this. Some paint chipping on some of these black window frames. And here's some compartments on the bottom. One's missing a thing, but the door's functional. There's some rust on this frame piece. Well, it's not even a frame piece. It's just a decorative, under curving here, but there's some rust right there. He's got a little bit of surface rust right here. I don't know if you can see that underneath that shelf very well. Some pitting. See that little hole right there? I see there's a tray that's been put in there. A light that's out of its little socket thing. Waste potable water only. So this potable water where you fill up your tank or connect it. I'm not going to open every compartment because some of them aren't open. Suburban water heater. A little bit of pitting in this chrome piece. A little bit of rusting in the pipes, but I've seen that on much newer units. Continue to work from forward to aft on the driver's side. This is a Dometic water heater, very common, and even in today's, this looks exactly the way the modern ones do. Looks like he's got some kind of a maybe a heating element in the water plug. And I'd have to check for this year model, but typically you see a plastic plug that's intended to melt if this overheats. And this is some kind of add-on, but it may have been done at the factory because of this. There's a port and there's a hole for this a hole for this wire to pass through. Yeah, we checked the operation, everything in a full inspection. I think you heard in the motor, I'll try to insert it somewhere, maybe here, the little bit of maybe exhaust leak, a little bit. There's a vent cover of some kind there. But the siding, the metal siding on this all looks really good. Another back window. That bird just scared me to death. And some more sealant up here. Looks like this is slid up a little bit because it's not down here. And then there's too much up here, like this needs to slide down a hair. Diesel fill port, regular, just like a regular car. Yep. So this is, I mean, if you push hard enough, it will bend, but I'll show you, see if I can get a good picture of this. This one section right here, he said he started to polish it just to see what it would look like. He wasn't going to do the whole thing, but so you can tell a difference between this part that's been polished and this part that hasn't. So it could be dressed up very nicely. Again, the rear tire here, a little bit of surface rust, but nothing that I'd be concerned about. And can I see the DOT code? Yeah, these are 2020 as well. I don't know if you can see that in the image. Working our way around back. Looks like cable TV plugs, connections. So got a T-handle there. Back window that looks like it's probably also an emergency exit. It swivels out like that. There's a hinge on the top. You know, even the lettering on these is good. Yep, that's just where the decal ends. When I get done, I'll go ahead and try to shoot some. When I get done with doing this whole look, I'll try to shoot some video real quick of the inside. There's a little bit of bend right here and see what looks like to be a scratch. So once upon a time, maybe a tree limb or something. So this, hopefully you can see this. There's a dent that kind of starts from here and it goes right here where my fingers are. Not super noticeable. You can see a little bit above it too. Yeah, so there you go, you can see it better. A little bit of dent here. So something's impacted this, but not dramatically. If I had to guess, it'd be a limb or something once upon a time. You get a sense for some of that rust condition on that part. This is a generator compartment. He said it says in the listing that the generator runs, but it doesn't idle well. He's had a generator person look at it and say that the fix isn't that difficult. This is obviously a very old generator, the original generator in here, but something, it's not carbureted, but something to the effect or similar to a carburetor cleaning should, in his opinion, make it work just well. 457 hours on that generator. And I remember when he closed it, he had to push this end in first. So this door for the generator there. Okay, moving on. Another window here, another little bit of, that's really brittle. This little, I think it's the plastic that goes in there that actually kind of holds the window in place. This piece is a little brittle, kind of like this. That's what it should look like. Again, I think that's easily replaceable. All the windows look really good. Awning, at least the awning enclosure tube looks good. Again, another tire looks to be about the same. Yep, 17 of 20. So that's 3 of the 6 tires on this thing. Here's some more electronics. I'm looking at this thing going, what is this? It might be the furnace as a guess. It's made by Dometic. Maybe the water heater. I think it's the back of the water heater. No, we already looked at the water heater. So I'm not sure what this is. My guess is a furnace, but. All right, let's go inside. And trying to do more than just a tour, actually trying to look at this from the eyes of an inspector. Some discoloration there, I don't know what that is, but it's not rubbing off. It's related to, you know, this plastic. A little bit of warp here, really small. Screen probably needs to be replaced. He's got a charger on the batteries. Step here is a little wobbly, as in it wants to like retract a little bit when you go to step on it, but it's holding my weight right now. So these are lead acid batteries, liquid kind. My guess is this would be for the chassis for starting the engine, and these two would be for the house. I can see this one's dated 2020, and I don't know if I can find it real quick. Looks like nobody marked it. So I'm not sure the age of these two house batteries. Again, batteries can always be replaced. I see some reflector pieces in here. Not seeing any signs of water damage. That's one thing I'm looking for up to the roof. Something's been mounted there once upon a time. A little bit of, I would call that from age cracking. Kind of like old dashboards. Got a piece of tape on that one. And some more paint, aged paint chipping, whatever. There's this paint, but the sealant on there. You see that? You push up a little bit. There is a, I don't know if you can see it right here. There's a crack in the in this plastic overhead piece. Some holes. Something used to be mounted there, but it's been removed. Speaker's been upgraded. It's missing a cover on it, but those definitely are not original speakers. The dash is not cracked, which is surprising for a 79 year model vehicle of any kind. Again, some holes here. My guess is maybe there used to be a trim piece, or maybe a, I don't know, kind of a drink holder type thing going right here. This is that window from the outside. Can evaluate a little bit better. Oh, he's got this reflective on a curtain thing. All right, I can't get this window to move at all. If I come back for a full inspection, I'll ask the owner more about it. But could be operator error. 58,000 miles on the odometer. And again, he did just start it and pull it forward a little bit, so I did see it drive about 10 or 20 feet. And all these knobs even look okay. Here's the upgraded stereo. Yeah, but I'm not seeing any signs. I noticed this engine cover, because this is a front diesel, a little soft on the top, but it's more like just the material. I don't know if this is probably plastic or metal. It's just a little flexible right there. Again, not seeing, looking for signs of any kind of water intrusion. Not seeing any right now. There is right here. I don't know if you can see this. Let me get my flashlight. So there is a little bit of a stain right here. See, it goes up, comes back down. It's just here. So I don't know if that's from something that was stored here or if that's water damage coming up, but this is not weakened in any way, so that's still really strong as far as the plastic goes. Let me get these curtains out of the way a little bit, look at some of the interior. I'm guessing this is a valance. Yeah, so this is a valance for a curtain that's been taken down. There's this piece of wood. This screw right here is not held on, and I don't know what this is for. I'll have to look and see if there's other places like this in the RV, or if this is here to cover something up. I don't know. This is, again, looking down here behind the couch. You see the mechanism here. This is like a futon, but this is obviously like an old 70s era futon. Get over here, kitchen area. Meter, probably for the generator. This is coming down, so I don't know if that coming down or maybe somebody had to do some maintenance back behind there, maybe where this meter is. Okay. So batteries being charged, that's why it's reading full. Freshwater half, auxiliary 1, and main holding tank empty, or empty. So the black tank and the gray tank are empty. The fresh tank is half full. Power is good. LP tank's reading full. Not sure if that's true or not. And this is an Atwood. I don't know what the switch is for. Oh, this is kind of nice. You don't see these anymore. So this is a 4-burner gas stove, which most RVs today you'll see a 3-burner Dometic Atwood Dometic burner. It sits over there like that, just fine. I looked at a 1996 the other day, conversion van, and it had these kind of accordion, I think that's what you call them, these accordion type covers, and they did not operate as well as this one does. Here, let's get a light back here a little bit. So this is the subfloor, this green, and then somebody's put this tile on top of it. I doubt that this tile is original. I bet this is the original floor all along. Maybe it had carpet at one time. Filter of some kind. Yeah, that's the back of the water heater. This is the furnace heater. It's kind of nice that you can get to those real easy, and it still has some storage in front of them. Interior of the oven. On the left side here, a Dometic refrigerator, RV style fridge that's obviously cold because there's ice. Some rust on the shelves. To be expected of a refrigerator this age. I would guess that this is the original refrigerator too. Whew. It's no, that's not right because it's definitely 80. Yeah, it's a 90 something in here. I can feel it. See, it looks like that valance was made out of blue jeans. It's kind of neat little thing to put stuff in. Fire extinguishers registering as full. So get a good fire extinguisher in here. Curtain rod looks good. Little microwave with a with a rug in it. This hole of light looked like somebody just cut a pass through for something. Maybe they had a cord or some kind there once upon a time. See some of this wallpapers. Man, that is some thick wallpaper. I think it's plastic. All these are Euroglide slides with this kind of locking mechanism, the prongs and the 2 wheels. All seem to be locking well. Back here, 2 bunks. This is what he was talking about. Part of the reason why he's got another one and is using it is because it has it has one full-size bed instead of two little ones like this one. Yeah, not seeing any signs of any kind of roof damage yet. I'll do another assessment of the roof, the ceiling on my way out. Obviously, for a full inspection, I'll get on top of the roof and check things out there. Yeah, so this roof the ceiling has been painted. I thought it had, I just wasn't sure until I see this now. There's some overspray, overroll on this trim. So you can tell that this ceiling has been painted. And back here is the bathroom. This shower, I was wondering about this. So this, I think kind of one of those things that's difficult to tell. Is this painted green? Yeah, I think it's been painted green. If you look real close, you kind of start seeing some like, I don't know if that's making it better or worse, some paint marks there in the corner. So this green is a paint over, yeah, and you kind of see it chipping some on this trim piece. Yeah, it's a paint. So all this green stuff is a paint. Hopefully it appears to be holding well, and it's not new, so it's not like it was just done. So this paint's been here for a little while. Some more storage, little inverter, extra belts. Again, not seeing anything in here. It's a vent, plumbing vent. Oh, gotta learn how to operate it. It's gonna take two hands. Well, I got it a little way. I'm trying to hold this camera, so it's a little difficult, but back window moves at least a little bit to open up. I'm gonna have to put the camera down to shut it now. Edit, just a minute. There we go. Okay, yeah, working it with two hands is better. But it definitely, it's its age, and you might have to wiggle it a little bit. Piece of tape there, not sure what that's for. Something else, I guess a curtain rod. Curtain rod goes in there. All right, looking at the ceiling, working our way back. I think this is I don't know what this is. At first I was going to say an air conditioner vent, but this air conditioner is not ducted that I know of. And there's tape all over this, not sure what for. There's some kind of hanger that was on here that's been taken off. So look at the ceiling. I'm going to focus on the ceiling on the way back through. Get the air conditioner here. Like I said, it's obviously been painted. Somebody's driving by jamming. Yeah. So there is up here, there's some bubbles, but they're really hard, so I'm not sure. My first thought was like a rust bubble, but it doesn't feel like that, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Other little ones over here. These could be minor rust bubbles, and they've been painted over. Skylight fan like this, one of those areas that you're just going to have to maintain to keep it sealed. Same thing where the air conditioner penetrates the ceiling. It's just an area of the roof that will always have to be maintained. Looks like a smoke detector is not here. And I didn't notice things like carbon monoxide or LP detector. I haven't noticed. There's probably one in here, but obviously this vent is a little broken on this forward unit. Again, looking at the ceiling, I don't see any obvious damage besides those potential little rust pits. But the ceiling looks to be in good condition. Let's go back outside. Oh, let me look at the flooring real quick. A little bit of flooring damage here. Maybe a teeny tiny bit soft. Could be from whatever caused that. The joint right here is also a little, it's a little warped, like water, but it could also be water spilled from this table down onto it. I didn't feel any other noticeably soft spots on the floor or anything. Yeah. The floor is not, it's been here for a while. It could be the original floor. I don't know what they did with these, but it's not modern plank flooring, but it seems to be in good condition. A few little spots here and there where the seal and the connection's not that good. There's a little bit of bubble there, but again, if this is the shower area, this is going to get a lot of water. And so they're bunk bed. There's some more undercarriage look, or overcarriage, I guess you call it. So you can see a little bit of surface rust on that wheel well on the top side of it. A little bit. I don't know if you can see it down in that corner. Let me get my flashlight again. Don't know what those notes say. Maybe you could pause the video and read them. That's obviously an added electrical plug. That would cause me concern. That junction box doesn't have a lid on it, and there's 1,000 wires in it. Okay, let me go outside and give you a couple last little things before I burn up to death. Oh, so much nice right here. Again, some more chipping on these things. I don't know if you can see it. So this is a drain hole for water, and that's not rusted metal, that's a gasket. It's a little discombobulated, a little worn probably for its age. Notice this window is shut. So that other window on the other side I could not get to operate. Okay, we'll try this again. I'm going to try to get you some view of the roof as best I can. Can't exactly see what I'm doing. But there's a solar panel there that keeps a little charge on the house batteries. That was what that little Coleman device was that was connected to the batteries. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if this is the best view or not. I'm just trying to get you some view of the top of this thing. And back around to the front. Okay. The only other thing I note, I think like this is rusty, but it seems to be on there strong. A little bit of surface rust on there. It's on there strong. See if we can. I don't know how this comes off. Oh, it comes off completely. Oh, no, it doesn't. So there's some more interior of the engine. The fluid looks pretty clean. Looks like a K&N filter. Radiator is definitely showing its age. And this is for the air conditioner. This is the main radiator back there that actually looks newer. So the main radiator may have been replaced at some time. This rag is, I think it's just here. I don't think it's intending to cover anything up. All right. So there you go. That's the 79. Oh, those little things. I saw some fiberglass wear on this bumper. The bumper cover. This is the main bumper. Oh, and I wanted to see if I could get some of the outside, or the underside. So give me a minute for that. Okay, I'm gonna hit stop. I'll start you up again. I'm trying to get some of the underside. It might be too dark to see, I don't know, but coming up on the step area. That's the step right there. I'm gonna have to go around it. This is his power cord he's got plugged in, charging the battery. Trailer hitch there with a 4-pin plug. Sewer. It's a tailpipe area. Again, it did sound like a little bit of a tailpipe leak. So anyway, a full inspection. I'll actually get up on the roof. I will crawl around on the ground. So that concludes this quick look at the 79 Airstream. If you got any questions, feel free to give me a call.